What's up, everybody? It's day 38 of 100 Days of Code. It's your boy Kendall once again, and we are on that mission of 100 Days of Code. And today is day 38 of 100 Days of Code. Isn't it amazing to think? And we are through week 6 of School of Code. I mean, it's a little bit of a shorter week this week, so, it's 3 days in of week 6, but it's the end of this week because we've got the Jubilee this weekend, so Diamond Jubilee, whatever it is now. So lots of street parties and 4-day weekends. Sorry, Platinum. I've been corrected. Platinum Jubilee. Apologies for that. For any of my British watchers watching, but so Platinum Jubilee, and it's also day 38 of 100 Days of Codes, and we know the 4 rules of 100 Days of Code are 1, that we code 1 hour a day, 2, that we keep ourselves accountable publicly to all of you fine people on Twitter and on LinkedIn, and number 3, we share our thoughts and feelings about how things have gone. And obviously for these weeks and months, I'm going to be also doing School of Code Bootcamp, which I've now been officially attending for, as I said, 6 weeks, and next week will be week 7. Week 7. Crazy talk to think about that. So we have been doing a lot of cool stuff. This week we've been doing about testing. So today, what did we get up to? Well, today what we got up to is, first off, squats. As always, gotta have those legs of steel as normal. We were doing gratitudes. We were grateful for lots of things like grapes and oats and Obi-Wan Kenobi and lots of cool stuff like that. And then after that, then we spent the morning looking through Cypress. Cypress is a end-to-end testing environment that works through the browser. So essentially for us, being those that are JavaScript users, in something like in your IDE, like Visual Studio Codes, you install this package, and this package runs from there. It runs your files from the Cypress modules that get installed into your Visual Studio Code or into your IDE, wherever that is. And so essentially, you put them into this, there's this folder in Cypress, in this Cypress section, which will appear once you install it. And you put it into an integration section, and in there you put your testing file inside of there. And so they have their very own files that you use. So Jest has its sort of style of testing files of which you write as a test. Cypress also has its style of sort of the way you name it, a naming convention, so that you're able to actually test with those files. So it was super cool, and that's end-to-end testing. So essentially when you install it, and it opens up with it opens up in the browser, and you can let it use like Chrome, or it can use any browser. You can select it actually in the interface, and you can actually see in real time how it's testing in that browser. And you can test elements on a page. You can test like buttons. You can select them by using gets or contains. So maybe it contains this. You say, well, it contains that. So you maybe have it like visit that website, and you say visit this website, and you put the URL of it in this Cypress test file. And then you might say get this elements, and then I want you to test these different things about it, and then you can make it do that. So we were reading documentation today on the Cypress websites, and then following that documentation in our pairs and learning more about Cypress and how it works with that end-to-end testing. So that was pretty much the entire of the morning. Of course, we did some Code Wars as well. What day would be complete without Code Wars? So we did, me and my pair partner, we did a couple of those. We did some level 7s. So we did some level 7s in Code Wars, which are awesome. So we solved one, and then we almost got done with another, which is really cool. So we made some good progress on some Code Wars fun and goodness. So that was really cool. And then in the afternoon time, we got up to essentially looking at something called Supertest. And Supertest is another sort of testing thing, but it's more in the back ends. So Supertest is, again, another NPM package you can install. It doesn't necessarily come with the user interface as such like what Cypress does, but it does, depending on what file you're in. So you might have the file folder. You can install it into that folder, and then you can use it, and you can essentially you can import and you can require or use those functions or those things in your file. And so you can basically you can test all of the CRUD roots and different things like that, API things and other things with this dependency group and with this sort of list of modules. So it's super cool. So we spent the afternoon using that, which is really fun to do, sort of figuring out reading documentation again and doing things like, for example, you can pass in to this, it has this sort of function that it has within it, so it's called request, and you can pass in sort of the the express function into that one. You pass it in, and then you can get a path. You can get a path like .get and then the path /user, for example, and you can put .expect, and then it can expect back the structure of a JSON body. And then you can also say .expect, and you could say 200 so that there's a success, right? But you could also say that they're in this same sort of super test. You can also make it do things like throwing an error if there's an error that happens as well. So there are lots of cool things which we learned about that as well, which was with super test. So what are my thoughts and feelings? My thoughts and feelings are that the week has been really short and it's gone by too quickly. I wish we had our full week this week. I love Platinum Jubilee, and thank goodness for the Queen, and I celebrate with her in her thing. But I love School of Code, so I'd love to have more. I'd love to do our hackathon on Friday, that sort of thing. I'm sure they'll give us lots of weekend tasks to work that out, but it is fun to work together with others. It's been a really good week. My thoughts and feelings about testing is, at the beginning of the week, I wasn't sure about testing. I thought that testing would be super boring. That's just my honest opinion at the beginning. But actually, now that I've been doing testing, and I spoke with my mentor today and spoke with a few different people, and the more I've learned about it, the more integral and the more I can see the benefits for myself and the benefits for those that I'm working with, and it just for the sake of agile methodology and for collaboration and for giving a good user experience and all these different things, testing is actually amazing. And I've actually really enjoyed it a lot more than I expected. So my takeaway this week is testing is really cool. I love all the different ways you can do it. I actually am swinging around to actually kind of liking testing, which is, I didn't expect that would be the case. But there's so many cool systems you can use for the front end and the back ends. And yeah, just really enjoying it. So I'm really looking forward to the challenges the weekend task bring. But whatever the case, that's day 38 of 100 Days of Codes. I'm off to go spend some time with my family. So anyways, guys, whatever you get up to, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening. Probably going to watch episode 3 of Obi-Wan Kenobi because I got to see the rest. Got to see what happened to Darth Vader. It's been awesome so far. So anyways, we're loving coding. We're loving School of Codes. And guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Speak soon.